this is my review on the Landyachtz Switch longboard. It retails for £125 for just the deck, about £220 for for a complete setup with the Bear Grizzly trucks and the Zombie Hogs wheels. It is 41.25 inches long, it's 9.75 inches wide, has a 1.75 inch drop and a 33.5 inch wheelbase. It is excellent for cruising, free riding, downhill. It's very good at all of them. It's not perfect at any of them, but it's very versatile in the way you can, just with a change of bushings and wheels, you can go from cruising around town really well to doing some awesome downhill. It's one of the reasons why it's so good at cruising. It's a pro and a con, is the huge drop. 1.75 inches really means you're low to the ground, which means you actually get more from your pushes because you don't have to crouch as much, it's not as tiring, and you do actually go faster from the pushes that you do. That combined with some narrow contact patch wheels like these ABEC 11 Retro Freerides or the Zombie Hogs or any small contact patch wheels means cruising about town is very easy because you don't have to push much and you really do get a lot from that push. One downside with this is you are very close to the ground, you scratch it when you go down curbs. I've scratched the hell out of the underside of this. I think it looks quite cool, with the graphic, the rockets and stuff and the scrapes. But, that's one slight downside. For free riding, it's great for sliding. Sliding on this is absolutely brilliant because it's got such a deep concave that locks your feet solid onto the board, and it's got such a big drop. The drop actually helps you slide as well because you're side loading the wheels when you turn. The concave is very deep. It's excellent. It's got a slight W in the middle, not at the very tips. Also the concave does drop off at the drop here, which I don't like. I'd say it's a bit of a con for me because I like having concave all the way along the board. It means I don't really put my feet here. It kind of reduces my foot platform to there. My toes just hang off the edge, my heel just hangs off the edge when they're level, and I absolutely love that because it just gives me such good feel in the corners, and it really does help lock my feet solid to the board. I do really like the concave. I think it's an excellent concave, and the slight W just helps with a little bit because you've got such good feel on your tips of your toes. On another board, for example the Mindless Retha, which has really deep concave but it doesn't have a W, it's really sharp on your toes but there isn't quite the same support in the middle, which it's not bad, it's just I quite like this feature. I've gotten used to it with Landyachtz boards. For downhill, it's excellent. I can go as fast as I can take it because it's so thick, it's so stiff, it has absolutely no flex in it at all, which means it's very stable at speed. This combined with some hard bushings, maybe the Venom Eliminators or just a couple of barrels, and it is an absolutely solid board, very fast. Combine that with maybe some big zigs or something and you've got a serious downhill board right here that you can also swap out your setup and take it round town very well. That's the main thing I love about it. It's incredible versatility. It's absolutely brilliant at pretty much everything. It's not perfect at any one thing. For example, freeride. It's amazing at sliding, but you can't, doing tricks on it's really quite hard. There's very little room over the truck, so it's hard to do manuals and shove-its and things. I can still do shove-its, but it is a bit of a challenge. You can see it scratches right there, and this top platform really does bear the brunt of all, flips and tricks and things like that. So it's not very good for doing tricks like ghost ride kick flips and those ones where you pick it up and take a couple of steps and throw on your feet. Durability. The durability on this is absolutely incredible. I've slammed it into two walls on two occasions really hard. On both occasions it's taken chips out of the wall. One time it just took a little chip, one time I was on holiday. It was the first full day we were actually there, and I thought I'll go out for a board. I took this board to Lanzarote in oversized luggage, and I was going around this roundabout, and I slipped off. There was a wet patch that wasn't there the day before, and I was going 20 miles an hour on these wheels, and I just fell over backwards. It was brutal. Board went slamming into this wall, and it just took a big chunk out of it. As you can see here, it was a brutal crash. But yeah, so the durability on it is amazing. All it's ever done is chip the nose, and I've had this board for about 6 months now. Mistreated, maybe, but yeah, I've done a lot of damage to it over the months, but it's just stood up perfectly. I accidentally got it ran over by a van once, and there was no visible damage from that incident. the guy just looked back like, what the hell did I just run over? And I just picked up my board and carried on going. See, the durability on it is amazing. One downside with this is it's very heavy. It's very thick, which means it can withstand pretty much anything, but, you know, if you're going out boarding, meeting your mates or something, and they're not boarding, you end up carrying it around all day, it is pretty heavy. That's one slight downside, but I think it's worth it for that durability, because it's absolutely astounding. The grip tape that comes with it is pretty good. It's nothing special. It's, you know, it's good. I haven't replaced it yet because I haven't had any problems with it. I haven't found it wearing too badly. It's got a very nice logo in the middle there that I kind of want to keep, you know, Landyachtz longboards. It's quite nice. Would I advise you buy this board? If you have 1 or 2 boards, you know, you're getting into this sport, definitely this is absolutely perfect because it's so incredibly versatile. You know, if you combine this with maybe like, I don't know, a Tantien or, you know, a Landyachtz Tomahawk, something like that, something with nice kicktails, you've got a board that you can, you know, do good freestyle tricks on, and then you've got this which you can use for pretty much everything else. That would be, you know, that'd be perfect. If you have a collection of maybe 6, 7 boards, and you've got, you know, your specialist freeride boards, your downhill boards, your cruising boards, stuff like that, I probably wouldn't advise buying this, although it does still specialise in sliding. Sliding on this is absolutely phenomenal, but, you know, if you've got a big collection of boards, maybe 125 quid for this deck, or 220 for the complete, probably not worth it. But if you have, you know, 2, 3 boards, you know, you're getting into it, definitely, I would highly recommend this board. I would definitely buy it again if I was to go back in time, do it again. This has been my review on the Landyachtz Switch. Be sure to leave a like, comment, whatever you like, feedback in the comments. I'd love to see what I could improve, you know, if you'd like to see this in the future. And remember, stay safe and always wear your helmet.